You know, it's interesting. I'm starting to see some videos about people just kind of retaliating against certain companies and industries, stores. But these videos are circulating online, and I want to just kind of put some of these together and show you guys some of the things that are going on because it is a little bit surprising to me.
I just walked out of my job at Walmart and I've never felt so freaking freed in my whole life. I didn't have the guts to do it. I wanted to work 2 jobs, be able to save money. I didn't think I was going to find another job that I'd be able to work with this type of schedule. It comes down to my mental health. I have to prioritize that. I have kept quiet for a very long time because I worked under the company and there are certain things I could and couldn't say if I didn't want to risk termination. But now that I, have quit the job, I can speak freely and speak my mind.
Walmart has reached a new low of locking yet another thing up that makes it so difficult to shop there. I just went into Walmart because my husband was like, hey babe, can you grab me a thing of deodorant? Sure, I'll be out. I'll go in and get it. It'll take me 5 minutes. First of all, I can't find it. It's not in the personal hygiene section. And then I asked somebody, I'm like, hey, where's the deodorant? She's like, oh, it's in cosmetics. I'm like, thank you. I go to cosmetics and it's all in those like locked glass, plastic shelves or whatever. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm going to have to go get someone to let me open that up, or they'll have to open it up and then get a deodorant. Like, that is ridiculous. I'll just go to Walgreens.
Is it just me, or does something just feel off? Like, I'm in Walmart right now, and I've felt it for a while, and I've had anxiety for a long time. I don't have anxiety anymore, so, I know the difference. But it's like, being in Walmart, there's just this dark feeling that I get every time, something bad is coming. Like, there's something that they're planning, and it involves Walmart. Call me crazy, I don't know, but every time I'm in this store, I just get this dark feeling, like this impending doom. And right now, we all kind of feel it in the world because we know the times that we're in, but it just feels like it gets darker in these stores. Like, there's something about these stores that they're planning. I don't know.
It's officially my 15-minute break, but I'm actually quitting today. I have my 2 weeks notice and I'm just gonna go and give it to my teammates. I'm gonna take you guys through this process because why not? Let's go. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Naz. I'm 21 years old and I've been working at Walmart since 2021, and I recently graduated from my architecture major and I found a job, so I'm going to leave. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm out of breath. I have a question.
Walmart before 9 a.m. It's a different breed of people. Now, I'm not talking about a breed like a race or a group of people. It's a breed of people that want to get into Walmart before the riffraff wakes up. The people that got 16 kids yelling and screaming, blocking the aisle with their carts. The people that come into Walmart before 9 o'clock, you got your senior citizens that want to get in before everybody. You got the people that get shit done during the day. They get to Walmart, they're orderly, they have a plan. They want to get the hell out of Walmart before those snotty-nosed kids, all the people wearing sweatpants, look like they're professional not workers. So, when you want to get to Walmart, if you want to get there before all that happens, you're my people.
I managed over 100 people at Walmart and still walked away. Here's why. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, you made over 65 grand. Why would you ever leave? There's 3 reasons. Reason number 1, I was working weekends every weekend. Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. It's retail. Of course I'm going to work weekends. I knew that. But I was tired of doing it. My wife was off weekends and I wanted to spend time with her. And so I felt like it wasn't conducive for my relationship with her and my family. We have a baby on the way. He's due in July. And I didn't want to work weekends the rest of my life. So I decided if I'm going to get out, now's the time. Reason number 2, I got another job offer. I got a really good opportunity with another company. And I would have 4-day weeks, make more money. and I wouldn't have to work weekends. In this new role, I'm making enough to where my wife can stay at home, so I don't even have to worry about weekends, but I get 3 days off every week, so it feels like I have a long weekend every week. Reason number 3 is my schedule was terrible. I was working 5 a.m. one day, 9 a.m. the next, 1 p.m. the next, and then back to 5 a.m. I know this is very common for a lot of you, and I didn't want to do it anymore. And since I had a better opportunity to go somewhere else and I would have a consistent schedule and not have to do that, I figured that was the best thing for me and my family at the time. And I haven't looked back one bit. I decided to make this TikTok because I knew a lot of you would get value out of it. Those of you that are at Walmart wanting to promote or just trying to do better in general, because I know the training isn't that great. I wish there was a better way for training and for everyone to do things the same way, but that's not the case. If you get a manager that's never been over there before and you're new, well, that sucks. You're never going to get the proper training that you actually need.
I got fired from Walmart. Let's talk about it. First things first, they pulled me in to the office to fire me 20 minutes before my shift was about to end. I was literally sweating at this point. If I would have known that that was their plan the whole time, I would have not worked as hard that day, that's for sure. I got fired because my bosses lied to me. I came in on one of my days off to take a different day off. Manager said it would be fine, something just came up. There was no problem at all. Got approval, came back, fired a week later. Please don't mind the ice maker in the back. It's funny because I've done that before. I've switched my days off because something came up, and never had an issue. I know other associates who do that. Never been an issue. If you have a couple managers that might be out to get you, they may use that as a way to get you fired. So just keep that in mind if you plan on doing something like that. Biggest thing I learned, don't trust your manager. They swore up and down. I was like, do not let me down. Please, like, you're guaranteed, like, you're gonna clear the point for me. I'm not gonna get fired. They were like, nope, you're good. You'll be all good. She was not good. I think the most wild thing was when they pulled me into the office and they were explaining why I got fired. They just said it was my attendance. And then they were arguing with me in there, saying that they never told me I had approval. But both of those managers that pulled me in and fired me were not my managers, and they also weren't managers I asked to. Like, I didn't ask them for approval. I worked there for about 3.5 years. All I have to say, it does not matter how hard you work. If there is a manager that is out to get you, they will get you. Stay safe out there, Walmart employees.
There's gonna be a lot of chismosas that are gonna talk about me after this video, I'm sure of it. That's another reason why I quit. I know I publicly post my life out there on social media, but there's a lot of associates at my workplace that used to talk about me all the time, make fun of my videos, or send them to their group chats. People that are team leads, you know who you are, that send around my video because you guys have nothing better to do, just making fun of my video because I post content on social media. Made fun of for it just because they're jealous and, you know, spiteful of me for no reason, right? Second point, because there's a lot of favoritism that goes on in the front end that a lot of you guys know, a lot that I would do and have to do the shitty jobs because their homies don't have to do it since they're friends with the manager. I'm a very hard worker. I always show up on time. I'm never late, and I don't call out rarely. I literally will come in sick. And that's the type of worker I am. I'm just a very hard worker. I also get pulled into the office, but you know, the team leads aren't able to coach me because there's nothing to literally coach me on. But they will bring me to the office and tell me, oh, you have to do this task because it's part of your job duty as being part of the front end. But they don't tell that to any other associate, and they only make me do that job. How about you preach that to all the other associates that you don't make do that one particular job, even though it's their job duty too because they're a front-end associate. But no, they'll only pull me into the office and tell me that it's my job duty, and if I want to do like otherwise, I need to get an accommodation letter and all that type of stuff. Which is so ironic because the people that pulled me into the office are the same people that had a group chat about me to make fun of me in my TikToks. Crazy. The ones that have power are also the ones that are abusing it because they know they can. There were so many days that I cried because it was just so much, and I was putting up with the worst things. Like, that being said, I'm just very thankful that I left that toxic job, and I have nothing against my coach. Actually, I have a lot of respect for my coach, but not for those team leads, and that's all I have to say.
I honestly, anytime anybody says their job is hard, and maybe this is just me being like cocky or something, I'm just like, You did not work overnight at Walmart in Huntsville, Alabama. I'm seriously, I've heard of other people talk about it too, and they just goofed off. At mine, dude, it was like jail. Like, seriously, anytime I had like the slightest inconvenience, or I came in early so I could leave 10 minutes early, like anything like that, like literally one time I left 10 minutes early, because you come in 10 minutes early, you can leave 10 minutes early, and I'm called over and called, Stank, go back to your aisle. Like, it is like a straight up prison. And I know, like, I have a cousin who works at Toyota, and you know, it's similar, so, but you're getting paid substantially more. Bro, you're at Walmart working overnight for $16.50. Walmart is a awful place to work. The amount of people they have working there, there is so many jobs that you can get where you can work like 10 times less. Not to mention that, like, literally, I would compare it to being almost like a slave. Like, you're non-stop. Like, they pull up 5 pallets. They're like, yeah, I need this done in 5 hours. And I'm not even joking. And I'm talking, like, I'm 6 foot. Some people say I'm like taller than that. I don't really think so. Maybe in shoes I'm 6'2". Well, actually, I was wearing shoes. These pallets are almost 7 feet tall sometimes. And, like, it could range from anything. And they expect you, without a phone sometimes too, because sometimes my phone would die, to put like 500 things in 5 hours. And they're like, and if you don't, they're just like, I'm gonna need you to be faster. And they subtly threaten you, and they're completely passive aggressive and mean the whole entire time. And you're like an 18-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid. They're already abusing you as an overnight worker. Like, they're paying you $16.50 to work overnight, bro.
Walmart is a horrible employer. I think because they know that this is a job that's like a revolving door, they don't try to retain or keep their people, especially their lower level people. Now, when it comes to management, I don't know. But when it comes to their lower level store associates and stock personnel and warehouse personnel, they do not try to keep you or retain their employees. In the last few weeks, I have heard several people tell stories that I know personally about how they were fired from Walmart. One of the people was fired and let go because he would not talk to and date the manager there. It smells like a lawsuit to me too. Another associate was fired for handshaking and patting a customer on the back, and the customer stated that he had a sunburn, and they fired that associate on the spot. I'm sure a lot of people have these Walmart horror stories that they were just fired at the drop of a dime, whether a customer complained one time about them or for whatever the situation is. Now, I've too stopped going to Walmart because the customer service is kind of okay. So, all right, I'm not saying that some associates does not need to be fired. Well, when I believe that Walmart is taking this firing thing to the next level, and they're just firing people really fast for pretty much no reason at all. It should be some type of disciplinary action. You should get written up first. It should be 2 to 3 warnings first. It's something called corrective action that should be taken before you just fire an employee. Y'all tap in if y'all have been fired from Walmart and have a Walmart horror story, or if you were a manager at Walmart and can give some and can enlighten us on the situation on how Walmart works with their corrective action. Because it seems like you could have one incident and be fired and be out the door. And both of these people that I know of that recently that the situations happened back to back that I know of, they are both younger guys, and they both been there for over a year with no corrective action. That seems super suspicious, that no corrective action, one thing happened, and now you just fire an employee after a year of working there. I'm an employer, and this was mind-blowing. I said normally you give a warning or a write-up or a verbal, something before you just fire someone and just let them go. Y'all tap in the comments. Y'all give me some enlightenment of how y'all feel about this.
Civilized places.
Today's my last day, and this girl, she's gonna write in this cake saying I quit. So it's been a long time coming, but you know, I'm happy, so yeah. So we are getting the process started. Thank you. Wait, can you show it to me? Sure. The I quit? That looks beautiful.
Y'all, I went to the Walmart in Las Vegas, and what kind of Walmart is literally everything in here was locked up behind some bars, like whether it was soap, whether it was like sunscreen, whether it was like eye drops, deodorant, like everything in there was locked up, supplements, literally like any aisle you could think of, like it was locked up. I don't know if this is normal in Vegas, but this is wild.
Walmart is not playing with y'all. I asked homegirl if I could get the soap. She gonna put this in this freaking container and say, oh, take it to the checkout.
Managers suck, but Walmart managers are the worst. I've worked a lot of jobs over my years, and unfortunately Walmart was one that I kept falling back to time and time again. Keep that word time in mind, because it's going to play a lot in this video. So back when I did work at Walmart, I used to work for a department called Cap 2. Basically, this is Cap 2. All it was we unloaded the truck, we palletized it, we set it for the night shift so they can stock it up and get it ready for the next day. And it was horrible. Super, super shitty. I hated Cap 2 with a fiery passion. And on top of that, the management or supervisor of whatever shift you were on would always say, hey, I need you to work past your lunch. It's about 5 minutes until your lunch. I need you to just finish the truck and then you guys can go to lunch. No, we're going to hit our fifth, right? I don't care. You guys are fine. Just make sure you get the truck done and then you can go to lunch. We were doing this all day, every day. And they just didn't care. So we would do what we were told. We would finish the truck and go past our lunch, and some of us would forget to clock out. Some of us would obviously be past our fifth because we finished the truck, or those like me would forget to clock out entirely, and we would get like our asses handed to us for going over our fifth, forgetting to clock out, clocking out late. And it's like, you're the one who told us to clock out late because you wanted the truck done. How are you going to reprimand me for doing that? Like, what the hell's the deal with that? Another thing that was really shitty was their time management. They said the second you leave your register, the second you stop doing whatever you're doing, the second you stop and you're done helping a customer or done doing any sort of work, you're technically on break. It didn't matter if you were 5 minutes away from your break time or if you were on your break. They said the second you weren't doing anything, you're on break. No, not me. I'm not going to start my break the second I leave my register to go to the back room. It's just not going to happen. My break will start the second you see me in one of these bad boys. The second my ass hit that nice, hard, uncomfortable plastic seat that they had in the back room, that's when my break started. I'm not going to spend 5 of my 10 minutes walking from the front all the way to the back just to sit for 5 minutes and then go back to work. Not going to happen. I got in trouble for this a lot, but it's something that I'm sure a lot of Walmart employees still have to deal with today. Overtime. Overtime was something that they dangled in front of you like, hey, it's going to help you out. It's going to build up your paycheck. It's going to make you feel better. But in reality, it's because they didn't have enough staff. They had people call out and they don't know how to manage their area properly. So that's why if you get asked to stay for overtime, don't do it. They already asked you to come in 15 to 20 minutes early, which never did. I never did that. I would come either 5 minutes early or 5 minutes late. No more, no less. Because if you were more than 5 minutes late, you got written up. If you're more than 15, 20 minutes early, you were doing something else other than your actual job beforehand. So don't get sucked into the whole overtime bullshit unless it's for your department or you're cool with that supervisor. Because if not, you're going to be doing other people's work for dimes on the dollar. Not even worth your full pay, if I'm being 100% honest. I guess the main thing I'm trying to get at with this video is, with all the jobs I've been at, Walmart sucks. The management's terrible and their time management is terrible. So if you're currently working at Walmart, I salute you. You have my condolences and I respect the hell out of you for staying there.